It's that time of the year again where some lucky airsofters might find a new MTW underneath their Christmas tree, and in true airsoft fashion, they'll take it out on their first day and immediately say,
"How do I get more performance out of this?"
"You just got it!" No worries, no worries. Because you have the Blink FCU and the ACETAC tracer unit, you can do it with just a push of a button.
Really?
Now go on. Go tune your airsoft gun. You little shit.
So we have our MTW right here with the Blink FCU inside of it. And the question you might be asking is, why is this the best combination for your HPA setup? It is because the Blink and, well, not the Blink, but Wolverine in collaboration with ACETAC made a Bluetooth FCU that communicates with ACETAC's Bluetooth device, allowing you to do a myriad of things. One specific thing is not ever need a chronograph again. All you need is just have these two paired together with the app that we have on display right here, and you're good to go. And you can do very important things like adjust and set your dwell. With Wolverine's technology, they have made it a one-stop shop, and in the push of a button, you can get the best performance out of your replica. So what we're going to do here for the beginning is we are going to start by setting up and pairing our Blink to the app. So if I click this little plus button back here, add new device, and we can plug this in right here and click the search button. It'll pop up there, add, and we'll need to switch semi, and boom, that's just a confirmation of if there's multiple of these around, you don't connect to someone else's, you have to physically flip the switch to show that you're the one holding it. And there we go, tact op 2. I've already connected it before, so it shows up. So then we can click here and connect to it. Now in the app, we have a myriad of different settings, and I'll go ahead and plug in my airline so we can start showing some of these settings off. Airline connected, we have a mag right here. We're going to put that in. We have rate of fire. Right now, in both semi and auto, we have about 15 rounds a second and 16 rounds a second. So semi, and then auto. That's my preference up there, but if we wanted to change things, we could set this to, I don't know. Well, let's not do semi because it'll be easier to show auto. We'll get this all the way up to like 25. Click OK. Then you have to click save. Make sure you click OK, then save. Oh wait, nope. That saves the profile. Apply. My bad. There, and then apply. And you'll hear the beep, and that's how you know that your changes have been applied. So now, semi is the same, and auto is now 25 rounds a second. We're going to change that back down to 15. Okay, apply, beep, successful. We have our dwell right there, and then we have like the bolt old open and the jewel counter and the battery stuff right there. Below that rate of fire, we have the modes. So we have semi, but we could put it to 4-round burst. Apply. Now we have 4-round burst. And the same for auto. Let's go back to semi. Apply. Boom. Now, the cool parts about this, we need to go back right here, and we gotta power on this bad boy right here. Power this on. Got the beep. Connect this to that. Oh, come on. Connect. Boom, now we're connected. Now we have our tracer unit connected. let's thread this back on. These threads are thin, so I'm gonna counter thread it. Now that we have that on, if we go back into our FCU, we get some other settings. You see right up here, it says joules. If we were to take a shot, oh, I made a mistake. So first we got to turn that on because right now the tracer's on. So we have to go to tracer and turn the tracer off and the chronograph on. Basically, why we have to do that is because the flashing lights from the tracer will mess up the chronograph. So it's either one or the other. So now that the chronograph's on, if we go back to here and then start taking our shots, you'll see our joule rating, 1.24 joules. Nice. How does that work out? We can do meters per second, feet per second, and joules. But if we go here into our settings, we can adjust our BB weight and everything. Right now I'm actually shooting 2/8, so we'll go to 0.28, not 0.8, and then save that. Nice. So now when we shoot, we're at 1 joule. A 1 joule beast. Now, for the golden stuff, the dwell. A lot of you probably don't know what the dwell is, but if I were to simplify it a little bit, the dwell is basically how long the nozzle stays open, showing how much air goes into your barrel. If you have too much, blah blah blah. If you have too high of a dwell, you'll have more air going into your barrel than needed, lowering your air efficiency. If you have too little bit of a dwell, you'll have too little air going into the barrel, propelling the BB, and your BBs won't be going as far or as fast as they could be. So you want to hit that sweet spot right in the middle. Before, you would have to, go here, unplug your battery, plug it in while holding the trigger, then get into your dwell tuning, and then go up and down from there. Bunch of complication stuff to that. Now, they make it very, very simple. If we go here to auto tune, and boom, see, now it says hold the trigger. We're gonna switch out to a fresh mag for this. It's gonna take a few shots, but we're just gonna hold the trigger down. And you might be able to see the BBs going slower because the dwell is going down. Now it's completely closed. We get our 2 beeps, and boom, you see all of our shots there. And right here, number 3, it's saying 12,000 is the perfect dwell for us. So we'll click apply there, and boom, it has just went all the way through your dwell settings itself and used Wolverine's algorithm to find the perfect dwell for you. And now we got the perfect dwell. Boom. If I go back, now we're shooting at 1.1 joules. Do keep a note, I probably should have done with this, and I'll do the dwell again just to show you. You don't need to save the settings that it does. See if we hit retune again. Whew. And it goes and it shows it for us. This time it was at 1,000 or 10,000, but I can click any number, any one of these numbers, or manually adjust them myself, and basically you don't have to be locked in when you do the auto tune to what the dwell is. So if you know what you want your perfect dwell to be, you can do that. And just a side note of when you're manually doing your dwell, if you look at these numbers, it goes from 1.09, 1.07, 1.08, 1.08. That's right there where it starts to stabilize, and then it starts going really low from there. That's where you find your dwell settings, or your perfect dwell. Apply. So, because of that, we are using the most efficient amount of air for our replica. Boom. Man, this thing is so fun to shoot. But yeah, that's just a basic overview of the beauty of having the Blink Bluetooth FCU with the ACETAC Bifrost Bluetooth, and just a little bit of the fun stuff of, you know, having the Inferno XTS in there too. My voice is going all day today. Inferno XTS also. It just makes it a simple and easy to use replica. Imagine this, you know, it's getting cold out. I like to use gas guns, but when it gets cold, I go back to my HPA because, you know, I'm lazy and a quitter. But this is going to get out of tune in that time between play sessions. So being able to go out here and be like, the performance isn't what I remember, and then just go into staging, click the auto tune, set my HPA tank to where I want it to be, and then going through my dwell. Now this is up and running perfectly with the perfect amount of air efficiency, so that I don't have to fill up as much. HPA made easy. My hop up is a lot. Now, the next thing is Wolverine needs to make an auto hop up adjustment tool. That would be super complicated. You'd need like a LiDAR scanner attached to your replica. The $10,000 airsoft build. This thing is now ready for our event this weekend. Yeah, we'll be at Cryptic City this weekend. Hopefully my returned mags come in and I'll be able to use my SMG, but if not, this thing is going to be the front runner for my build. I know we're not that far away, but this thing is shooting lasers if I go out. And I don't know if you can see in the, what's it called? The camera, but that recoil. This thing is making it out there at just 1 joule. We're out again. Let's see, we got another mag here. Just 1 joule and this thing's making it out there. Oh, this thing is just so fun to shoot. So fun to shoot. I guess if I were to go over a few more features is, currently they don't have it to, you have your profiles and everything. You can create a whole profile like what I have. If you want exactly what I have right here, I can go right here to save the profile. I'll do tact op S for standard, and I just saved my profile. You can then import this profile to your device and have my exact settings for that. If we go back into Tracer, you know, we could turn the Tracer back on. Again, that turns the chronograph off. I don't know how to show this. You can kind of see. That green. We can turn Tracer and Flame on. Now you can really see it probably. We can't change the Tracer options yet, but you just need to download the ACETAC app and you can do it from their app. Right now you can just set your Tracer up the way you want to in the ACETAC app. Then you can switch between Tracer and Flame in the Wolverine app. If we go back to here, we have our tournament lock. This is for professional airsoft settings. Say like you're doing a speed soft tournament or a milsim where for some reason all 200 people are using MTWs with blink FCUs. You can go chrono and everything, get everything set up. Once they check that you're good, you can click this little lock button, and now your device is tournament locked, and it shows you the last time it's been touched since then. You can go back in the settings and everything, but once you touch anything, see if I go here and I go up to 17 and I go back to the tournament lock. Oh, I didn't hit apply. Click apply, then go back here. Oh, there we go, it updated. The lock has been broken. Now I have to re-tournament lock it. Boom. Let's do 20. Apply. It's been applied successfully. Now if I go back here, the lock has been broken. So that's just a good thing for organizers to keep everyone in check, if you were to say. Would I keep that 15? Yeah. But I don't even need to do that because I can just go to profile, tactop S, apply, and now it's back to my profile. Another cool feature is
a few moments later.
Oh my goodness, I am so dumb. It's right here at the top, random sampling. Boom. So random sampling only works if the chronograph's on because it needs a chronograph reading. But for this example, it's like, say we're out in a gameplay and we're shooting blah blah blah, all this, and someone's like, oh my goodness, someone's shooting hot. In a perfect world where everyone has one of these, or even in this world, if you have one of these and you've had random sampling turned on, out of all the shots you've taken, it'll pull a single shot, and there we go, it'll tell you the FPS, or you can do it'll do FPS. Boom, 265.94, and I can go to the field organizer and they could look at my random sampling and be like, hey, he's shooting under 300 FPS, he's not the problem. And say everyone was doing that, and then the guy with the problem could be looking at, and then they'll be like, oh, well, he was shooting 350, 400 FPS, he's the problem. So it just kind of makes things easier, which these are perfect scenarios, but it's helpful. It's a tool that's there that can be used. It doesn't have to be used, but it can be used. And at the very end of this video, you might have been going on and been like, well, what if the app doesn't work? They improved without taking away features. I don't need this app for any of the standard Inferno Gen 2 features. I can still manually unplug this, plug it in, flip the selector switch, and adjust my dwell, my rate of fire, my fire selecting modes. I can do all that manually still. This is just a boost, a benefit for lazy people like myself. So I hope that helped. I I hope I edit this together so I'm not just rambling this entire time. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and shout out to Wolverine for, you know, once again inviting me to the tech class, teaching me all this stuff so that I can then teach you. I'm sorry it's so late, but yes. So as always, stay safe, have fun, play airsoft. I am going to finish shooting this mag because this thing is still stupid fun to shoot. This is Tactile, signing out.